Hello. At this time of year, we celebrate the life of one of the most influential and cherished people, one of the most iconic symbols of humanity the world has ever known. You are about to hear a brief history of how it all started. This is the life story of Woody Allen. I mean Santa Claus. Everyone knows that St. Nicholas was a bishop living on the coast of what is now Turkey, renowned for bestowing gifts to those in need. And he was jolly. But it all started with the man himself, Jesus Herbert Christ of Nazareth. You see, in his tomb, Jesus underwent a metamorphosis. He formed a pupa, and when he emerged, he was a new man. He changed his name to Nicholas to avoid the press. He then became a bishop and traveled throughout the land giving gifts. In time, he was renowned for his charitable ways, and was dubbed Saint Nicholas. After a while, he decided to relegate his gift-giving to Christmas, his birthday. Because he used to be Jesus. He frequented the British Isles, where he became known as Father Christmas. He began to spend most of his time in places like Denmark and the nether regions, where Saint Nicholas gave way to Sinterklaas, which, in turn, became Santa Claus. From there, he moved even further north, to the North Pole, where he encountered an indigenous race of goblins. He made them his slaves, and commanded them to build a luxurious chateau in the snow. Here he spent most of his days indulging in baked goods and other carnal pleasures. But all that changed one day. For one night, Santa went out into the snow to find, tethered to a giant candy cane, a flying reindeer with a freakishly red nose. Now, being in a perpetual state of inebriation, and thus fairly red-nosed himself, Santa took a liking to the creature, and named it Rudolph Hitler. That night, Santa was in his harem, keeping track of his concubines. He sat there counting them. Ho, 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 ho! Suddenly, he heard a commotion in the stables, and ran in to investigate. To his horror, he discovered Rudolph digesting the other reindeer, and producing perfect imitations. These imitation reindeer could now also fly. Santa got the idea to harness their power of flight, and ride them around the world, allowing him to once again deliver presents. So he formed a toy shop in his compound, powered by his slaves, who were overseen by his foreman, the Krampus. Every year, on his birthday, Christmas, because he used to be Jesus, Santa would give presents to the nice little children, and to the naughty children, he would give a lump of coal, or feed them to the Krampus. It soon became apparent that it was logistically impossible to visit the entire world in one night. So he cloned himself, creating hundreds of thousands of duplicate Santas. And that is why you can find a Santa Claus on every street corner and in every department store around Christmas time. No one knows what became of the real Santa. Some say he retired. Others say he was just a man. Some say he was assassinated by the Grinch. Why, some even say he didn't even exist. But I know the truth. Happy Hanukkah!